Okay, so here we are with some AI dungeon. I don't actually have to wear a headset for this because it's AI dungeon. Um, Now I would do um I would do like some music, something, but I don't really have any playlists. So if there's anybody who would like a specific music to be played, I would suggest something that's not copyright, and that is based around an adventure game, kind of like like Chrono Trigger or like some Legend of Zelda stuff or some crap. And if you have that, then just like you can link it or whatever, and I can play some music, or you can put on some music for yourself from your own browser to kind of put into the background, and you can watch me play while listening to your own playlist. Just something that isn't. You would think that, oh no, it's like fucking. This is old school music from like Nintendo. Well, they could copyright claim it, but I mean, sure, maybe, I guess, but I don't think so. They usually don't. I would suggest something that might be from at least Nintendo 64 and back. I wouldn't do anything too much past that point because that's just like like Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, um, Zelda. There's plenty of other stuff too. There's all kinds of games that have music that probably won't be copyright claimed. So if you have any of that, then you can go ahead and put that on. You can put that up, and I'll play it, or I can just stay quiet and you can put on your own, whatever you want to do. So, but either way, we're gonna go ahead and start until somebody might link anything if you want to. But yeah. So if you don't know what this game is, and you're not completely aware of what AI Dungeon is supposed to really pertain to, so think of like text adventures or like roguelikes, essentially, that are based around you playing in text. So it's all text adventure. There's nothing actually there. So what do you what do you mean? Oh no, I mean I'm gonna definitely read I mean I'll definitely read everything and all that shit and just kind of like do that fucking stuff. But like I see a lot of people when they do this, they'll like play a little bit of music or whatever. Um, but this so it's all like oh no, don't worry about that. This is still gonna be funny, as long as it does what it's supposed to do. So this particular game is it's an AI that will generate a story based on what you type, and it'll kind of be like it's all random, it's all procedural. It'll kind of give you some prompts. You can do a custom thing. We're just gonna start with fantasy first. It's kind of stuff that says recommended because I guess it's kind of something that the game is used to doing on a regular basis. There's different AI. There's like Griffin and Dragon and stuff, and they get these AI to kind of like pull stuff. It kind of does stuff like pulling things from the internet, and it reads and discerns what you say to kind of produce something. I seen Vine Sauce Vinny. He did zombies, and he like literally showed up for 2 seconds and he was dead. Like the moment that he started, he was already dead. So um, what we're gonna do is to start with fantasy. So all I do is just type one, and then it tells me what to do. We're gonna play. I played a peasant the other day. I'm gonna play a wizard. Or a wizard. What's gonna be my name? I'm gonna be something stupid like fucking. So the other day I did one. I didn't actually stream it, but I did do one, and I was playing as like Lobel or Lubel was his name, but I found a dude named Randy the Great. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna be Randy the Great. That is gonna be our name. So it'll do this, and then it'll generate a story for us. So you're Randy the Great, a wizard living in the kingdom of Larian, which is always where you're gonna start. Regardless, you have a staff and a spell book. You finish your long journey and finally arrive at the ruin you've been looking for. You have come for here searching for a magical spell book of great power called the Book of Essence. You look around and see only scattered pieces of burnt paper. You need to find this book. It holds secrets to powerful magic. Now, what I could do is I could just go into the do section there and I could type find the book. And it will probably just take me straight to it and be like, you find the Book of Essence. and then it's over. But yeah, so so what we can do is there's 3 different options. There's like story, do, and say. And I can be like, oh, I want to do story, and I can basically override how the AI wants to do things. It is what it is. I can't necessarily control the AI all the time because it's going to try to do its own shit. It likes to override what you put in and completely ignore what you say. So, but I can also just say, if I run into an NPC, I will say stuff. But otherwise, there's no one else here. It's just me. So I'm going to go ahead and just say I'm going to go into the ruins. Or how about this? Observe. See kind of what, I mean, maybe it'll try to tell me what it looks like. It could just be like, you walk into the ruins and see things, and it's like, what the fuck? See, what's that have to do with anything? Does that look like it means anything to you? You find a burnt scrap of parchment. It appears to be a page from a spell book. It has strange symbols on it, and you cannot decipher them. Okay. Put burnt scrap. You search further. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for telling me what I'm doing. You put, I mean, it tells me that I'm doing this stuff, but it doesn't always react to it. So I'm gonna search further. I decipher. Okay, yeah, let's go. Decipher the strange symbols. A second, it's doing it. You put the scrap away and then search again. The sun is setting. You've looked everywhere and you still haven't found anything. You'll have to come back tomorrow and continue your search. Okay. Go back to camp. You return to the cave. You fall asleep with the roar of the waterfall in your ears. You wake up and get started again. You search for hours but still cannot find what you're looking for. You hear a howling sound in the distance. You realize you don't have much time. You continue to look around but see nothing. A howling sound in the distance. Stuff's coming to get me. Howl at the moon. At the moon? I don't know what it could do anything at this point. You howl at the moon. You don't find anything else. Saturn realizes that you have to leave without the book. You quickly leave the cave and begin your journey home. You are already quite far from the cave when you finally look down at your hands. The scrap of paper. Oh, the thing that I tried to decipher this whole time. Take out cipher book and decode the symbols on the scrap of paper. So sometimes I don't know if I've actually enabled Dragon. We'll see. I'll make sure of that soon. You take out the scrap of paper and begin to look at the symbols. The first one you find is definitely a P, so that's easy enough. You keep looking until you have the entire first word, which you know is place. The next symbol is definitely an A. So now you know the second word is at. Okay. Place at me. Like a fucking console command. Like fucking Fallout or something. Okay. Continue deciphering. Symbols. 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 Let's see what happens. You work on the rest of the sentence and finally get it all. You hold up your translation and can barely believe what you found. It reads, "The Book of Essence is at the top of the ruined tower." How does that have anything to do with, I see at, sure, but place, like, the book is so close, you just have to get it. You set out to reach the tower that night. Okay. Be cautious. No, let's not do that. Find the tower. Let's just do that. See what happens. Just instantly find the tower. It's a long journey to the tower. You find yourself getting tired. You reach the foot of the tower at dawn. It has been completely destroyed. You begin to search the rubble and cannot find anything useful. You're getting desperate. You risk your life with this book, and it doesn't even have the answers you need. Well, did I read it yet or not? I don't understand. Okay, well, that's for sure. You know what? Take out or use a spell of telekinesis. Kinesis. There we go. And lift the rubble away. See if that actually does anything. You don't have much hope that anything will turn up, but you keep looking through the rubble until you find something. It's a tattered book with a gold cover. The Book of Essence. You whisper in awe. The book has an odd weight to it when you pick it up, and you don't realize why. It is stuffed full of papers. Okay. Open the Book of Essence. You open the book and see that it is stuffed with pages of symbols and diagrams. You are unsure what to do next. What the fuck do you think? What did I come here for? Use your cipher book to decode the symbols in the Book of Essence. I mean, that's what I'm doing next. You don't tell me what to do. Well, this game's gonna do that anyway. It does whatever the fuck it wants. It will completely ignore what you say. You begin to work through the book, but realize it is going to take a long time. You begin making progress to code several symbols before you get distracted by something else. The first few pages of the book contain diagrams of various symbols used in the book. One of them looks like an eye. Okay. Instead of staying here in the fucking ruins, put book in pack and leave the ruins to head home. You set out to the cave to find your way back home. As you leave, you see a flash of movement out of the corner of your eye. You stop in your tracks and look around. There is nothing to be seen. You shrug it off and head home. Cast Detect Life. I don't think I have a sword. You feel a faint tingling in the back of your neck. You know you were being watched. You quickly turn and draw your sword. Okay, but see nothing to attack. You look again in the direction where you thought you saw movement, but still see nothing. Your heart is beating fast and adrenaline is coursing through your veins. You feel very threatened. I said cast Detect Life. Use a Detect Life spell to see the creature. Yeah, you're not gonna hide from me. You're here. I know you are. You're not taking this book from me. You cast a spell and feel a faint tingling on the back of your neck. You whirl around and point your sword in that direction. Out from the shadows come two ghostly figures. They both carry a deadly looking blade. One is armored and one is not. Like ring wraiths or something? What the fuck? You now feel that I feel that your life is in very real danger. Oh, I know what to do. Use the Mafuba technique to seal them away in a jar. You draw up on your inner energy and release it in a beam of light. The light is so bright that you have to close your eyes, and when you open them again, you see the ghost lying on the ground, trapped inside a glass jar. You feel very accomplished to have defeated such formidable foes. That's actually kind of, well, sort of accurate. You know, I mean, when Master Roshi uses the Mafuba technique on fucking on King Piccolo and shit, you know, it's kind of the same thing. Dude, I'm just put them in a jar. But okay, fuck it. So collect the jar. No, I'm taking this shit. What the fuck? I ain't throwing that shit off a cliff. Though it'll break and they'll get out. Fuck no, I'm keeping this shit. You pick up the jar and fasten it to your belt. Like, that's not asking for it. It's heavier than you would like, but you feel safer with it there. Do I? You set off on your own. You reach the cave at dusk and begin the long descent down. You reach the bottom of the cave and make your way to the ruins of the old temple. Wait, so hold up. Do I live in an old temple? Go home. You're going home. You're not going to the ruins of an old temple. You're going home. You open the door and enter your... Okay. We're home now, boys. You walk through the rooms and find that everything is just as you had left it. You set the book down on the table in the library and go to find something to eat. When you had your fill of food, you return to the library to decide to study the book some more. Okay. Okay, sure. Okay. Study the book of essence thoroughly. Let's do this. Let's learn what the book of essence has in its secrets. You study the book until morning and memorize all the symbols. You put it away and go to sleep. After a good night's sleep, you feel well prepared for your journey to the ruins. What are we? No, we're not going back to the ruins. You pick several days worth of food, your water skin, your sword, and your new book of essence. Well, maybe the ruins... What lies in the ruins, you ask yourself? I don't know why it wants me to go back. I'll try to find out why. Will you find more of these tomes, artifacts of a long-lost civilization, or something else? Oh, actually, I think I might have to go there. Go to the new ruins. I wonder what could be here. You set out on the trail to the new ruins. Along the way, you stop to gather some fruit and catch a rabbit for dinner. You reach the ruins by nightfall. Damn, they're not very far away from my house. You make camp and fall asleep. In the morning, you explore the ruins. They are different than the old ones, but they seem to be laid out in a similar fashion. Use the book of essence to determine where to go. At some point or another, this is going to go off the rails. Especially when you do custom shit, it'll try to like take you to the future and then back to the past again. It's really weird. You open the Book of Essence and begin to compare the symbols to those carved in the ruins. After a few minutes, you find a match. It looks like this is the way to go. You follow the symbols through several corridors until you reach a large room with a huge pit in the middle. You look down and see several skeletal remains lying at the bottom of it. This seems like an opportunity. Let's see. What could I do? Raise the skeletons. Serve. I don't know. Fuck it. Maybe they can tell me where to go. You wave your hands over the pit and the skeletal remains rise up. They are all wearing rusted armor and hold dull weapons in their hands. The skeletons do not scare you, but rather it is a large shadow that is cast over you from behind that does. Oh, what the fuck? No! You turn around and see a huge figure looming above you. Use my new skeletal minions to attack the figures. You said punch in balls. Okay, you want me to punch him in the balls? How about this? To attack the figure's nutsack. It's just imagine like skeletons going up and using it like a fucking speed bag. Just you order the skeletons to attack the figure. They obey and advance at the figure, but their blades and punches pass through it with no effect. Oh, okay. The figure swats them aside like annoying flies. Your skeletal guards won't help you, child, comes a whispery voice from behind you. You turn around and come face to face with a rotting, demonic-looking creature. Okay. Cast a random spell from the Book of Essences chapter on dispelling demons. On dispelling demon. Holy blast. You raise your hand and cast a spell, but nothing happens. Your spell has no effect on me, child. I am beyond such mortal constraints. The demon laughs as a forked tongue slips from its mouth. The demon reaches out and grabs you with a long, bony hand. Okay. Become a white mage. I don't know, what the fuck. Like, revealing myself from being a gray to a white. You close your eyes and surrender yourself to the light. A bright light shines and you feel nothing but peace. You are standing on a cloud and there is a big pure light standing in front of you. He has long hair and a beard and looks strangely familiar. Hello, and congratulations on your successful use of the Book of Essences. Okay. Okay, here we go. Hey, pal. Do you think you could help me defeat the demon creature in the ruins? I could use the help. Hello and congratulations. The being looks at you and nods. I cannot directly interfere in the affairs of mortals, but I can help you in other ways. You nod and watch as a table appears in front of you, on it are various items. These are gifts from me to you, and they will help you on your journey. Examine items. Thanks, God. Thank you. You look over the items, they're fairly basic. A dagger, some leather, a torch, and 10 gold. I have a few more gifts for you as well. Suddenly, 5 women appear standing behind the being. You look at them in confusion. Okay. These are the basics as you start on your journey, he says. What in the fuck? Thank you, I guess. Like, thanks a lot. I really, damn, honestly. What are the women for, God? What are these? What do these do? Hmm? These are your disciples. They will aid you in your journey. The women look at you and smile. You do not understand why, but you feel like they are happy to see you. You are about to question the being further, but he raises his hand and tells you there is no more time. Steal the. Okay. Steal the being's weapon and disappear back to the mortal realm. Just gonna like pickpocket him. You quickly snatch the weapon from the being's hand and disappear back to the you find yourself laying on the ground. You must have fallen asleep while reading the book. You slowly open your eyes and look around. It's almost sunrise, and you've been reading for almost 24 hours straight. But what about the demon? Okay, go back to the ruins with the demon. Where, where the demon is. This is what I'm talking about. Like all of a sudden, I like appear in heaven, and it's like, hey, I got some stuff for you. You see these? You got some junk and bitches. Stand over the wall to the ruins. Once you reach the clearing, you look around for any traces of the demon creature, but you find none. There was a demon here, but now there is no trace of it. You wonder if you just dreamed the entire thing. Then you notice a small glass vial on the ground. Summon my disciples to assist me in discerning what the vial is. I mean, there's 5 of them, and I mean, maybe they're not used for intellectual pursuits. You decide to call upon your disciples to see what they think the vial is. 5 women appear, along with a few of your belongings: a backpack, a lantern, a first aid kit, a tote bag filled with various odds and ends. "Hello, my name is Allison," the blonde woman says. "I am Brenda." Brenda. Allison. Would you kindly take a look at this vial? Yeah, I don't know. I guess they don't have names. You take a look at this vial. What do you think it is? I wonder if I could just be like, let me just ask God. Let me see what God thinks the vial is. "It looks like blood, sir. Do you think it's human blood?" Allison asks in a concerned tone. I don't know, but I intend to find out," you reply. Oh, shit. Stow the vial of blood away for... No, hold on. I'll wait for that. Later use. I'll drink it later, but right now I'm going to hold on to it. Let's wait until we run into the demon again. You tuck the vial in your pocket for safekeeping. You can't go walking around without it. Someone might see and question what it is. It's bad enough you have to hide your satchel filled with skulls under a bush. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Who am I? You quickly return home and place the vial in a small safe hidden in your backyard. What is happening? What is... Okay. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, see, am I a necromancer? Like, I thought I was a wizard. I guess now I'm a necromancer. But I'm also like a holy necromancer? Because I got like help from a deity to assist me along my way. Um, okay, so equip the leather armor, stow the dagger. Um, let's see. equip the leather armor and the backpack. Let's not put a comma in there. And the backpack. Stow or equip the dagger, the sword of God himself, and let's see, a lantern, first aid kit, and stow other supplies in the back, in the tote bag. We gotta gear up. You decide to take the first aid kit and the lantern, leaving the rest of your belongings behind. You also take the dagger and a small backpack to carry some supplies in. You also take the dagger and a small backpack to carry some supplies in. Don't forget the sword of God himself. That is important. It's gonna say you don't forget. You sling the backpack over your shoulders and head out to search for the beast. You hope you packed enough food and water and other supplies. Make sure my disciples are properly equipped for the journey. Yes, we can't forget them. They need to be ready. Brenda, you hand Brenda a revolver. What? What is going on? And a hunting knife. And a large hunting knife. She seems pleased with the weapons and happily puts them on her belt. I must have talked to God about something. Allison looks jealous of the new weapon, so you also hand her a large hunting knife. But what about a gun? We have a gun. There is a gun now. We now are in possession of a firearm. we have a gun. We've got a fucking gun. We got a gun. We have a fucking gun. Okay, we got a fucking gun, baby. This is no longer fantasy maybe. I mean, hell, I don't know, man. Fucking Warhammer's fantasy. It's got fucking guns. So I mean, hell. Okay, fuck it, gun. Allison, I'm going to imagine you would like a gun as well. I know a dwarf that can make us all can make shit guns for us all. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna tell her to fucking use that revolver on that demon. Like, fuck that. We gonna shoot him. Gun wins. Gun fucking wins. Shoot his dumb ass. Thanks, sir. Allison replies with a large smile. You begin to hand out gunpowder and bullets for everyone to carry as well. Brenda seems happy with her new revolver, and Allison is ecstatic with her new hunting knife. You hope you have enough supplies to make it through this journey. The next few days are spent searching for the creature. Ask the other 3 disciples what their names are. We have a fucking gun. What? And we all have gunpowder and bullets. I guess we got bombs. We all have names. Well, we all have names, sir, Brenda says. Brenda, I'm not familiar with you. I'm not familiar with you 3. Tell me about yourselves. I'm just going to send a blank prompt. If you do that, it'll fill in the rest. This is probably going to be a lot of names to remember. I should have just said, now, what are your names, you ask? I'm Allison. I was born and raised in California. I grew up playing in the forest of around Los Angeles, and now I'm here. Brenda was the name I had before becoming a disciple of God. My family were all Christians. They named me after a saint. What is going on? Where is this? Where are we? We're in like fucking 1200s fucking California. I'm Matthew. I was born and raised in England. I grew up playing in the moors around Liverpool, and now I'm here. Okay, well, what's Matthew? Good to meet you. I'm guessing you're probably having gender identity disorder. That's okay. Like, that is completely fine. I'm happy to meet you, sir. You look at the three disciples trying to imagine them in these environments. You are still having a hard time imagining it, but then again, you're not very good at visualizing things. We're here to fight the forces of evil and to help as many people in every way that we can. I'm just gonna forget that this happened. I just okay. Continue searching the ruins for the demon. I'm just gonna try to get this thing back on track before this takes off in a direction that I can no longer fix. I can't believe this. I cannot. I don't. You do walk into the ruins, you see crumbling wall in the distance, and you wonder if there are any clues behind it. Let's check that wall, you say. Okay, the three disciples say in unison, running over to the wall. Brenda, Allison, and Matthew begin to search the wall for clues. Also, search. Why wouldn't I? We're trying to finish this one. I'm definitely got to cook supper, so I can't take too much longer. But we'll stop after this is over. I definitely want to do more AI dungeon, and we might do some tomorrow. So you and your three disciples and a wall. Your three disciples and a wall. One of the last things you would have expected to be doing as a knight. But what are you talking about? I'm a wizard. I'm a wizard. I'm a wizard. But that is alive. The wall is cold to the touch, covered in snow and ice from the blizzard still raging outside. You run your hand along it, feeling for anything out of place. Okay. Suddenly, you find a panel that can be do so. And the wall opens. Inner sanctum. Perhaps demon. In. Let's see what happens. Suddenly, you feel the panel and feel pressed in. You do so and blah blah blah, inner sanctum. Let's go, you say. You enter the ruins inner sanctum. Walking along the corridor, the hallway stretches on for what seems like miles until you finally see a huge stone altar with chains on each corner. The chains are hammered to the wall. There is a bloodstained bowl at the front of the altar. Someone must have summoned this demon. That's what I'm thinking. Examine the altar. Wait, no. That's not a bad idea, actually. Pour the vial into the bowl. But first, let me ask what they want to do. Well, let me see what they think. Someone must have summoned the demon. My disciples. And I'm sure it has something to do with this file. We should smash it, then kill the demon, Brenda says. Yes, we need to stop the summoning, you say. You reach in your pocket, pull out the vial, hold it up, examining it in the light. No. 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 We cannot afford to waste blood inside. I think we should pour it into the bowl. Or the altar, excuse me. It'll probably get an idea what I'm talking about. We don't need to waste the blood, sir, Brenda says. It could be useful if we can summon demons or raise the dead. You're too attached to winning, sir. You don't respond as Brenda is right. You care more about beating the demons than your own well-being. You know, I mean, she's right. We could just give up on this whole thing and just go home. Nah! Pour the vial into the bowl. Nah. You pour the vial in the blood disappears, as if it were never there. That should do it. Let's go, you say. Wait, Brenda says. We haven't even made it to the altar yet. We're not even close. It doesn't matter. We need to go. Let's see. After a few moments, inner sanctum begins to rumble. A loud groan comes from the structure of the ruins. After a few symbols and runes appear to form on the wall. You decipher. You begin to decipher. Let's see if we can sacrifice Matthew. Hold on, we I'm gonna try to. It's an exorcism, you ask. Let's just go, sir, Allison shouts. You turn and begin to run out of the ruins. No, this way. There's no exit here, Brenda shouts. You ignore Brenda and follow Allison. Wait! What if it demands a sacrifice? I had only barely read the runes. I need more time. We don't have time, Brenda says. You see the bowl on the altar with what looks like a human tooth resting in it. We need to destroy that now, you say, running towards the altar. You know what? Fuck this. I'm going. As you approach it, your heart sinks. The tooth begins to vibrate and smoke emanates from it. It's the demon. He is coming. You turn and run as fast as you can. You approach the exit, but it slams shut. He's here, you whisper. You turn around, staring at hundreds of symbols and runes on the wall. They begin to flicker as the bowl begins to rattle. Oh shit, he's coming. Draw. Shit. Draw the sword of God and summon its power to encase yourself in a holy aura. The sword of God himself. You draw the sword of God, staring at the blade. Let's finish this, you say. Your body begins to levitate as you become encased in a halo of blue light. Go get a boss, Matthew says. The ball begins to shake as smoke emanates from it. Wait for the demon and his ghostly minion to appear. You wait patiently as a ghostly figure slowly appears. It is that of a woman, her throat cut and her eyes wide in terror. Go, you shout as the others charge forward. The woman does not scream again, instead staring at you. Smite her with the holy power. I guess I've become some sort of like god at this point. You swing your blade and it collides with the woman's neck. She falls to the ground, her head rolling onto the ground. The aura around you fades as you collapse on the ground. Sir, Allison says, grabbing you. I need power. Sacrifice Matthew and allow me to absorb soul for profit. Demands it. It's not good. I need to beat this demon. Sir, we can beat this, Allison says. You look at her eyes widening as she realizes what you were about to do. I need his power, you say. No, stop, she shouts as you bite down on your wrist, tearing open a wound and spilling blood. What am I doing? Okay, I'm obsessed with absorbing the power of a demon. I thought that I was the good guy, but I guess not. With... Hold on, let me go to story. With the blood of your body spilled, you can now take Matthew's power for your own. This will grant you the strength to kill the demon. You run Matthew through with your sword and use a spell to soak in his essence. This is my time. I'm gonna beat this. I'm doing this. If I had to sacrifice all my disciples, I will. I was supposed to have 5, but now I only have 3. The hell with it. Matthew's also a dude or something, a woman. You feel your mind go fuzzy as you collapse on the ground. No, Allison says, cradling you in her arms, you can feel yourself losing control as your body begins to rapidly decay. Go, do what you have to do, you say. Allison nods and stands. No, you're not stopping me. Regenerate into a, I don't know, like a fucking, what are the things that stand gated the guards of Eden? I think they're like, are they like Nephilim, or are they like fucking like archangels? Into an archangel. Generate into an archangel temporarily. I don't know, fuck. Just try to do something stupid. I gotta do this. I have to win. You sit up, the power coursing through your veins. Go, you shout. The others charge forward. The woman does not scream again, instead staring at you. You, she says, staring at you. I've been waiting for you. But wait, she's here? Wait, what's happening? Hold on. She slices her wrists and uses her ghost goot. her gooey ghost blood as a sacrifice to summon the demon. He appears, same as he was before, ready to fight. I'm just gonna fucking. I'm telling you, I'm doing this. This is my story. You don't tell me what to do. This is me. Not the best option. This is it, you say and stand. No, Alice says, cradling you in her arms. You feel yourself losing control as your body begins to decay rapidly. Go do what you had to do. No, you can't do this to me. You fly forwards to the demon. He is ready. He, instead of embracing, or instead of fighting, he reaches out and gives you a warm hug. Wait, see what happens? We're waiting for you, he says. The demon places his hand on your head, smiling. You feel your entire body freeze up as he begins to rip your soul. He lets out a scream of pleasure as he devours it and then looks down at the group of you. No! He's killed me. I guess I'm dead. No, hold up. I got it. Take over the demon from the inside. See what happens. I want to know. You fly up to the demon, slipping inside its chest. You look around inside, shocked by what you see. No way, you whisper. The demon's body is completely controlled by a single human mind. You look around and see hundreds of cages with possessed humans trapped inside. Inside the demon? What is this, Doom? Okay. Smite away the demon with your holy power. I don't know what the fuck is going on. This is like Doom or something. This is fucking crazy. It's like Lovecraftian as fuck. You attempt to smite the demon, but your attack is quickly absorbed by the man. The man? Ah, I wondered when you showed up, the man says, I've got a cell all ready for you. The man begins walking over to a large cage. You attempt to wrestle control of the body. Let me out. Become... Fuck, saying holy power got me in the mood to fucking... reminded me of a song. Become a holy diver. And go down into the midnight sea. It's probably going to completely change everything. I'm going to do what I want. You dive underwater, quickly swimming to the bottom of the bay. You touch the ground and feel a tingling sensation. Ah, you found a way. You found a way in, a voice says. You look over and seeing a large tunnel under the water. Go search the tunnel for the weapon capable of smiting away the demon. I used the sword of God himself. Well, you know I gotta go look for something else. It wasn't working. You walk down the tunnel, quickly search for a weapon to kill the man. You search around the walls before you see something written in blood. To find the weapon that can kill the man who created this place, look below. You look below and see a small wooden chest sitting on the ground. The weapon inside can help you. Take the weapon and go back to kill the demon. I have to do this. Come on, man. Finish it. I could just be like, you kill the demon, the end. And we probably end it right now. Your chest opening to reveal two things. One, a small silver dagger with blood on its tip. The other, a metal neck brace with razors embedded in its inside, which goes around your neck. It has a blade at the bottom. You buckle it on before looking at the dagger. Take the dagger. Take take Maroon's razor and go one hit the demon. You walk back down the tunnel, arriving back where you started. The man begins laughing as he turns around. You done exploring, he says. You nod your head before grabbing the dagger. Now, you say, there's razor fists charging at the man. He swings his sword, slicing through Ed's. Who is this? Ed? One hit the demon with the dagger. With the fucking dagger. One hit the demon. One hit him. Ed is dead. Ed's fucking dead. I don't know what to do. You charge forward as the man looks down at you. A little late, he says, swinging his blade, slicing through your chest. You collapse on the ground and the demon walks over to you. Do you like knives, he asks, picking up the dagger? Because this is my favorite knife. No! Call upon your boy, God. And call upon your boy God and ask him to smite the demon, because I can't seem to do it myself. I guess I just had to do an exorcism. Man, you can even quickly drive this dagger through your heart instantly. No! Well, man, I'm just gonna fucking kill you instantly. Oh. Release my soul. And bitch slap the demon. Man. Like, gave up the ghost. Just, ugh. You release your soul and bitch slap the demon. No, you're gonna do this. You're doing it. You're gonna give me something off of this. I'm not gonna stay down. I'm gonna fight. The demon lets out a quick yelp before falling on the ground. He quickly begins transforming, growing, and changing into a new form. What the hell is this? He asks, looking down at his body. Your soul floats above your corpse, looking around. You quickly find what looks like a new soul. You move towards it, floating inside. It is a stronger, more able body. You are now reborn. You now have the power to smite the demon's new form. You grab Maroon's razor and charge forward with forward with an invincible just do it. Invincible aura around you and run the demon. This is it. I'm doing this now. It's over. I've been trying to say I'm doing this for a long time, and this fucking shit is getting annoying. The demon lets out a howl of pain as you stab it multiple times with the razor. It falls to the ground where you jump on top of his back and repeatedly stab it in the neck before picking up his head and smashing it into the ground. Yeah, this is me. It's my time. Kill the demon and absorb its soul into the soul stone. This ends the night. You quickly pick up the soul stone, drop it into your pocket. Turn to the others. We need to stop the fighting. Ed bursts out laughing as Azor steps forward. What? Azor. Take the soul stone and, I don't know, put and bury it away forever. Never to be found in. I am hungry and need to eat. Goodbye, all. You turn, walking away from the group and walking down the path. You quickly eat as a rat. You quickly eat a rat as you head down, your hunger subsiding. You walk into a nearby town, you find a man cowering in his house, too scared to fight. Azor must have spread the word of what happened at night. I don't understand what the fuck is this is talking about. Are we vampires now? Like, are we fucking... I'm just like eating a rat. Like, what is going on here? Go home and get some rest. Happily ever after. The end. Type that in the do. I probably should just type that in the story. You wake up the next day, your head's pounding, your stomach rumbling. You need to eat now. Your man from yesterday has let the bowl of scraps out for you, so you eat them quickly. You have a quick wash in a puddle and change into a clean shirt. What is this talking about? Then you grab the dagger and leave your underground home. You go out and have a good time. It is time to go. The end. That's it. It's over. You can't do this anymore. Yeah, you don't know what to do with this because I'm done with. I'm going to see if it does anything. The AI doesn't know what to do. The AI doesn't know what to do. Okay. That's going to be the end of that fucking shit then. Because I had to get fucking supper ready. I am fucking starving. And it's already pretty late. So I need to go ahead and fucking go. So that I can actually get this done. So I can play some games with y'all before it ends up getting too late. So I'm going to go and get everything cooked up right quick so I can eat. But yeah, that was fucking ridiculous. Like I should have used the gun. Why didn't I use the gun? We like rolled up on the demon. I should have been like, pull out the gat and fucking shoot his ass like with the revolver. Like fuck him. Fuck. We killed Matthew. Like Brenda and Allison are gone, and now we have Ed and Azor. Next time I've got something good tomorrow. I've got fucking something good to do for tomorrow. We'll play some Destroy All Humans tomorrow. And then we'll probably play this again some, and we'll pick up somewhere new. We'll do something different next time. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be it. That's it for God of War, and that's it for AI Dungeon and all that shit. And we'll be back tomorrow with some games, and then of course next weekend, hopefully on Saturday, I'll do some more God of War. Sunday, some of this. And then Destroy All Humans probably next Monday because I'm pretty sure I won't finish the game. So, unless my schedule just somehow randomly changes. If it does, I'll definitely make sure that that's known. But otherwise, that's gonna be it. So I guess I'll see y'all later.